Well, let's go live now to another notable landmark of Prince Philip's years of service and say good evening to our reporter Ellie Pitt, who is at Cardiff Castle tonight. And Ellie, an important location holding many fond and meaningful memories of the Duke there as well.
It does, Andrea, because almost 17 years ago, a helicopter was landing nearby with a very important person on board. Meanwhile, upstairs in the banqueting hall at Cardiff Castle, excitement was growing and nerves were building as guests at the Welsh Football League's centenary dinner prepared to meet and greet the league's royal patron, His Royal Highness Prince Philip. And meet and greet him they did. He spoke to everyone in the room, I'm told. I'm also told that he enjoyed his evening here so much that his security team had difficulty getting him to leave.
Yes, I can remember. I can remember it. It was in the centre there.
Reminiscing about a particular summer evening comes easily to the treasurer and former secretary of the Welsh Football League.
I think, remember rightly.
The harpist up there.
The harpist, remember right.
In 2004, the pair were planning the league's centenary dinner at Cardiff Castle. They decided, hopefully, to invite its royal patron, the Duke of Edinburgh.
We didn't think he'd come. However, he shocked us all and he actually accepted the invitation. Once he'd done that, panic sets in.
From there on in, all the hard work took place. I'm saying we were delighted that he'd accepted, but you can imagine then the security, etc., and everything that went with it.
From vetting the guests to approving the menu, catering for royalty presented unique challenges.
We were very nervous on the night. The Duke came by helicopter.
He arrived bang on time, and suddenly there was a sort of a moment of terror. There was probably 150 guests, and he spoke to every person in the room.
I spoke to many people afterwards, and he had a word to say to every one of them on their particular area. Tremendous feat, I thought, really, that.
Across the course of the dinner in this hall, the Duke of Edinburgh made a lasting impression.
The thing I'll remember for the rest of my life, he was introduced to me, and I was introduced to him as the treasurer of the Welsh Football League. And he said to me with a cheeky grin on his face, "This is going to cost you a few bob tonight." And I said, "Well, actually, sir, it's not, because as soon as you confirmed that you were coming, Cardiff City Council took over and they're paying for everything. So I'm delighted to see you and it's not cost me a penny." And he laughed. Yeah, that'll stay with me forever. I've already told my grandsons about it.
Prince Philip's demeanour that night even changed some guests' perception of the royal family.
He was really a very nice man to have. I say everybody spoke very highly of him.
He was one of the boys when he was here. You know, he spoke to everybody. He laughed and joked with everybody. And I think everybody felt that, you know, this isn't the impression that we get of this guy.
And it seems the evening made its mark on the Duke too.
His personal protection officer spoke to me after the dinner and said that the Duke has really enjoyed this one. And for that we were delighted. Was it that way? That's right, yeah.
For both sides, the centenary dinner was a resounding success.
It was 2004 and they still talk about it now.
Memories were made that night, which will be passed down generations. Ellie Pitt, ITV News. Well, tomorrow Wales will play its part in a UK-wide tribute to His Royal Highness Prince Philip. Here at Cardiff Castle there will be a 41-gun salute as part of a UK-wide celebration and commemoration. Different UK places are taking part in that. There'll be one round fired every minute from midday by reservists from 104 Regiment Royal Artillery, and usually that would be an event open to the public, but this year of course it's not, and so if you want to watch it you can from 11:30 here on ITV.
Ellie at Cardiff Castle, thank you, and wonderful abiding recollections of a surprise visitor there.